morning, beautiful people. So I, a lot of the times, get depressed. And I don't know why, because I feel like, I have a roof over my head, I have food in my belly, I have my pets, obviously, this one right here meowing at me. And I know it's still okay to feel the way that I do feel.
I've procrastinated for 2 hours and now it's time to get motivated.
Sometimes it is a daily reminder that I have to do something to work towards it, and then some weeks I'm just fine. Some weeks I'm doing good. Here is a typical good weekend that I'm spending by myself. And then sometimes it doesn't get so good. And that's when I have to remind myself and ask myself, what did you eat? How are you feeling after you ate?
Oh my god. I gotta wake up. I gotta drop off something at this kitty rescue and then go grab something to wake my ass up because it's not happening at home. And snow is starting to get worse and my tires are bad. And people here are like, oh, like you're like, I don't know. Whatever, let's go. Well, that's just fucking crack. Like, so good. I got the pistachio something or another. I don't really taste pistachio. I just taste coffee. And I didn't get sugar because there's like that foam stuff on the top that's sugary, but let's go.
So going back to what I was saying, not only do I have to ask myself what I ate, but also, did I go sit out in the sun? Did I go, to the gym or to go walk around? By far, am I here to tell you, obviously I'm not a doctor, and I'm not a dietitian, and I got my own problems too, but deciding to try new things and step out of my comfort zone and ask myself, how do I feel when I did do that? Asking myself, how did I feel when I went for the walk? How did I feel when I lifted weights? How did I feel when I just walked? How did I feel when I just went for that 1 mile that I said I was going to do and then leave? Usually, mind you, I go to the gym for more mental health. By far do I do it to lose weight. And when I do go, it's always because I love myself. I love my legs. They help me walk. And I love my arms. They help me lift things.
I'm looking at this so big. Yeah.
I go because as soon as I get there, I feel like all of my stress went away. As soon as I get on any kind of machine, I immediately feel less stress. Also because I said I was going to go and I did. Really excited to try this recipe because I've always wanted to use the nutritional yeast as like a cream base, so
This is really good. I'm not even like, go make it. So good.
Lucy, you want to go play in the snow? Do you want to go play in the snow, Mooks? No? Yes? Do you want to go play in the snow, Moosey? Oh my goodness, look at that. The camera loves you, Moose. That's just a car. The camera loves you, Moosey. Look at the pretty girl. Oh my goodness. What? Okay.
you're still here with me, listening to me, if you're not the type that likes to go to the gym and you'd rather dance, you'd rather roller skate, you'd rather swim, by all means, I am not here to tell you to go to the gym. I am not here to tell you to eat whole food, plant-based food. I'm just telling you what I'm doing, what new things I'm trying out, how I feel when I'm doing the things that I'm trying out. Because I don't know. I mean, it might help, it might not help you guys. You might look at this and think, yeah, no, where's the meat? I need the meat. And that's yours. That's your thing. I personally like the fruit and vegetables. I do eat meat. I am not vegan, but I am just here trying out new stuff. Mostly because I don't want to look at myself and think I'm doing good if I'm skinny. I'm doing bad if I'm overweight. I don't want to think like that. I want to think, hey, I'm going to the gym because it makes me feel good. I'm eating fruit and vegetables because it makes me feel good. Now, don't get me wrong. I go through my days where, I suffer from some kind of, depression thing. And then all of a sudden I'm thinking of all of these unhealthy things that I'm not going to feel good if I eat them. And I do. Sometimes I really do eat them. And I have to tell myself, hey, you know what? Tomorrow's another day and it's okay. I had to do a lot of unlearning while I was here by myself. Not just here, but I mean in general. I had to do a lot of unlearning. I had to tell myself that I'm not going to go because I don't like this part of my body. That's not why I'm here at the working out. I'm not going to go because I don't like my arms. I'm not going to go because I don't like my thighs. I'm not going to go because I don't like my butt. I'm going to go because I feel good when I go. And I'm going to work out those body parts because I like my body parts. I like my arms. I don't want to feel exhausted when I'm trying to water my plants that are hanging up on the ceiling. I don't want to feel exhausted when I'm trying to put away groceries or get my groceries out of the car. I want to get exhausted when I'm trying to straighten my hair and my arms have to be up the whole time with the blow dryer and the brush. Because if I do everything from not liking it, then what happens to the body parts or the things that I have that I can't change? Like the size of my forehead or the fact that my lips are crooked when I smile. How do I love those parts? How do I change those parts? I can't. So that's why I personally, now if it helps you to think, no, I don't like it and that's why I need to go, well, hey, that's you. That's perfectly fine. But I have to tell myself, no, I'm doing it because I love myself. And let me tell you, it is so much harder to want to go and change because you love yourself than me hating myself and wanting to change. It's a whole different type of mindset. And it took me a lot longer to even think of the words. I love myself, that's why I'm doing it. It was really hard. It's so much easier to say, I hate myself, I hate this, I hate that. And it definitely fucked with my self-esteem. Because if I did have a day where I didn't eat perfectly healthy or I didn't go to the gym, now what? Or from the beginning of this video, I felt that my worth came from how much body fat I had. And now I don't like myself. And I keep telling myself I don't like myself. Now I'm not eating the things that I'm supposed to be eating, which is more frustrating. And now I really feel unworthy. Now I feel like, why not? Screw it. Who cares at this point? I'm already fat. I'm going to be fat again. And it's a cycle. It's this cycle of me not liking myself and me saying all of these negative things to myself that, of course, I don't tell anybody else that that's what I'm thinking. So I had to actually unteach myself. And whenever anybody started to talk like that, I had to leave the conversation. And I was kind of embarrassed because I didn't even want to begin to have that conversation with anybody. And something I do that I've never told anybody is every time I walk into the gym, I always say, I am here because I love myself. I am not here because I don't like this or I don't like that. I'm not here for that. I'm here because I love myself. And I know that I feel good when I do this.
Okay. So remember how I was supposed to cook the apples? Yeah, that was important.
It's a very horrible feeling to feel like, oh, I'm not even worth it. I already screwed up. Why don't I just screw up some more? Why don't I just say, you know what I mean? Like it just kind of spirals. And I feel personally that when I go from a perspective of loving myself, then it's a little different. The mental weird arguments I was having with myself about, like, I don't know, I couldn't accept the fact that I wanted to love myself. I always felt like I wasn't doing enough. This wasn't enough. I need to do this more. I need to not eat so much. I need to lay off the carbs more. I need to, I don't know, clean more. I need to study more. I need to make more money. And honestly, it's just very unrealistic to expect somebody to do everything perfect all the time. So when I'm having those moments, I have to go back to my mantra that I am here because I love myself. I am walking because I feel good. And I have to kind of tell myself, these are just conversations that I have in my head that I've never actually personally told anybody because I don't know, like who tells everybody their thoughts, you know? Sometimes I do have to tell that voice in my brain that it's not right because it really does want me to go back to who I was. You know, as soon as I lose a couple weight pounds, then all of a sudden I gain it back. Like, oh, I'll just gain it back because my body just wants to revert back to its set point, and I'm trying to change that set point, and my brain does not like it. It does not want to do it. It wants to keep going, nope, that's not who you are. That's not who you are. So that's why I purposely started to try these new recipes out. Now, again, I'm not trying to sell you on it by far. I just personally feel good. Now, like I said, I'm not vegan. This isn't a diet how to lose weight video. This is just me trying new things out, trying not just recipes, but also how many times have you actually videoed yourself eating food in public while people are looking at you? I'm on here with a tank top and trying to show you everything and be as genuine as possible. That's something new.
For something that doesn't look pretty, this tastes pretty good. That red sauce, I would have made more red sauce. It's getting added. It doesn't look pretty. It doesn't look pretty at all. And I think I would have put more tortillas to like
Looks like
make
the
it.
last boo boo I just had.
Shut up.
Try to take it right now. It's really good, but I want some chicken now.
So, along with trying new things, I also had to love myself in new ways. I had to be okay with buying clothes. I don't know why it's hard for me to buy myself clothes, but I was okay. I had to be okay with that. Not just getting your nails done and, you know, all of the facial stuff. I had to go beyond that because honestly, I'm kind of sick and tired of hearing the same thing over and over again. I had to actually go to the movies alone, go to happy hour alone, go hiking alone, just really being okay with being alone and reminding myself that I'm doing this because I love myself. I love myself and I want to go watch that movie. I love myself and I don't want to go to that party and I want to just lay in bed. I love myself, so I'm going to go and sit at a park and just sit in the sun. It doesn't always have to be about my physical appearance because that's what I'm trying to get away from. I don't want to love myself, so I'm going to go get my nails done. Yes, that is something that we all do, or it's something that we like to do, but I don't want it to have to be with my physical appearance, why I love myself. Thank you so much for sticking around. You don't know how much I appreciate you guys, even staying to the end. Thank you. And feel free to click here to see more challenges that I create.